When I bought this stone, I was thinking of seashells, a slab weighing nearly a ton. Green obsidian, not the kind everyone pictures. It's not black. It's deep green with veins, with patterns, like nature itself is frozen inside. Tree roots, marble threads, icy cracks. I dreamed of carving it into sharp, noble shapes. But obsidian turned out to be not just beautiful, but stubborn. One piece I was counting on just crumbled. Not from a blow, but because it refused to be what I wanted. And then among these stones, I saw a shape, a fragment that seemed to whisper, make a knife, not just an object, an idea. By the way, friends, where are you watching from? Drop it in the comments. I'm always curious to know where my work travels. I started diamond disc, dry cutting, minimal pressure, working with obsidian, especially this green-veined kind, isn't cutting. It's a conversation. You listen for where it yields and where it might crack. You don't argue with the stone, you listen. I took a thin but strong slab of obsidian and studied its veins. They dictate the shape. You work with them, not against them. Carefully, I sketched the knife's outline with a simple pencil. No rush. Every millimeter matters. The outline isn't just a shape. It's the first step to turning a piece of nature into something with character. Once the outline was set, I picked up a small angle grinder with a 125 millimeter disc. That size lets you work precisely, especially with a brittle stone like this obsidian. I cut along the marked line, moving slowly. No pressing, just guiding the disc, letting the stone think. Obsidian doesn't forgive sudden moves. It's strong but tricky. You can cut perfectly and then chip, so you have to feel not just the tool, but the stone itself. It's like holding a volcano in your hands. Obsidian carries the energy of fire, but it's frozen, not calm, subdued. It was born in an instant, magma meeting water. Imagine thousands of degrees crashing into icy water. In that moment, the stone is born. No structure, no crystals, just glass, but natural. There are no planes to easily split it, but there are lines of tension, invisible. It knows where it's weak. You don't see it, but if you don't respect it, it'll let you know. After cutting the rough outline, I carefully refined the shape with the same 125mm disc. I worked the edges, smoothing sharp juttings and uneven spots. Moving slowly, I avoided overheating the edge. Obsidian is fragile, and any extra pressure could cause a crack. This wasn't just cutting anymore. It was sculpting, every millimeter shaped with a sense of the form. Here, the stone starts leading the tool, telling you where to stop. I brought out the shape, the blade, thin but strong. Not a razor, but a symbol. It doesn't cut, it speaks. I polished it all by hand, step by step. Each time I checked, did it overheat? Is there a crack? Sometimes I stopped, just looked. I knew haste was the enemy. Only patience, only rhythm. I didn't make a separate handle. It's the same piece. I wanted it whole, not a blade and a handle, but one living thing. I slightly rounded the handle, smoothed it, but the end, I left raw, natural, a reminder of what this stone was before me. When the work was nearly done, I didn't feel joy or relief. I felt silence, like the conversation had ended. And the stone agreed. It accepted its new form. Or maybe it was always this, just waiting to be uncovered. This knife isn't for a shelf, not for a kitchen. It's for understanding. That from a crack, a form can be born. That green obsidian isn't just a stone, it's a memory of a volcano. It holds both fire and ice. It's not for everyone, but if you hear it, it gives itself to you. If you've made it this far, write what you felt. I'm always curious, what does someone feel when they see a form born from raw stone? And let me know where you're from. I'm amazed every time I hear the countries, cities, and villages where people find my videos. It's incredible. Thank you for staying with me until the end. Share what you felt watching this knife come to life, and maybe together we'll uncover more stories held within the stone.